Today I want to talk about balancing your printer, or more specifically, balancing the paper that you use in your printers. Now, let me start off by saying, if you do not print your own stuff at home on your own printer, you never have to worry about this. If you want to print your own stuff on your own printer, then this is something that you should look into doing. And again, before we get started, before you worry about balancing your printer, you're going to want to make sure that your monitor is correctly balanced. I did a video on that a week or so ago. I'll put a link down below in the description so you can go and see how a monitor is correctly balanced. But what a monitor balancing does for the monitor is it brings all the colors of the monitor into what it's supposed to be. So I don't care if you've got an Apple or a Windows machine. I don't care if you spent $200 on a monitor or $5,000 on a monitor. The monitor, when you get it, is not set up for the correct colors in the space that you're going to be using it unless you correctly balance it. Now, you don't have to balance your monitor if you're sending prints or digital files to somebody like me and you ask me to balance for you. I have many customers that send me digital files, and what they do is they say, please adjust these and print them. And I'll do that. My system's set up to look exactly as they're supposed to, and I can look at an image on my screen, and what comes off of the printer is what looks like on the screen. So if you're not going to do that on your own, you don't even have to balance your own monitor. But if you want to go that extra step, you'll want to balance your monitor. When you balance a monitor, it brings it back to the industry standards for the conditions where your monitor is. So if your monitor is in a bright room, it balances it so that it's the exact colors and the exact brightness for that room. If your monitor is in a darker room, it balances to that. Now, monitors change hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. Monitors change, or the look of the monitor changes, whether the room is bright or the room is dark. I have people who will balance a monitor at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with the drapes open in a room and the sun's coming in, they'll balance it. And then when they adjust some images at 10:30 at night, when it's pitch black in the room and outside, they say it doesn't look like the monitor. Well, that's because a monitor needs to be balanced to the light conditions that you're using it in. So once your monitor is balanced, then what do you do to printer balance? Well, I'm not going to go in and show you how I do all the balancing. I'm going to talk about what it does. So to balance a printer, or more specifically a piece of paper for the printer, you take the paper that you're going to use, you put it in your printer, and then you run a test sheet. And this is one of those test sheets. This is done by the balancing program. Once it comes out, we let it dry from anywhere from 15 minutes to 24 hours. Some people like to leave it overnight. Some people just do what the industry says or the balancing program says, which is generally 15 minutes to 30 minutes. After it's dried and the colors are now stable, we then take a densitometer and we read each color line. And as we read each color line, it inputs it into the computer. Once we read the test strip with all the different colors, then what happens is the program then creates a paper profile. And it says this color is a little bit off, so it'll tweak it. This color is off, we'll tweak it. This color is off, we'll tweak it. Once it's done that, once it's read the first sheet, it then has a very good idea about where the paper is in the printer for what colors it's showing. We then print another sheet. Now, the first sheet is always the same in every paper type, every printer, everything. It's always the same. The second one is all the tweaking, and it's done just to make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be. So if something was really off, like the blue, it'll print several blue swatches to make sure that the blues are tweaked exactly. It then builds a paper profile. This paper here is Epson Luster paper. So this was done on the P800 printer. I printed off the first sheet, read it, printed off the second sheet, read it, and then told it that that is what I wanted. Told it it was Epson Luster paper, and then it saved the printer profile for that paper. I then went and I did the next one, which is actually a black and white profile. So then I balanced the same paper, but with black and white. Same thing, read, only in black and white it actually prints out 2 sheets for the second run. I read it and I built the paper profile. Now, once it's saved, when I go to print on this paper, what I do is I then tell it that I'm printing on the Epson Luster paper on the P800 printer, and it pulls up that paper profile. So my images will now look identical on my paper to what they look on the screen. Now again, if you're not doing your own printing, you don't have to worry about the paper profile. If you're sending your images to somebody like me and you say, please adjust my images, you don't even have to worry about the monitor balance. That's what a professional lab is for. So until next time, get out there, get some great pictures, send them in, have them printed at a professional lab near you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please click on the like button, which is the thumbs up button. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button and then click on the bell next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified when any new videos are uploaded. Thank you and have a great day.